Hi there, it's Belinda Weaver here from Copyright Matters. And today I am answering the question, how do I charge more as a copywriter? Well, apart from the simple answer of you just put the numbers up, which isn't very helpful because if you are plucking numbers out of the air for your copy quotes, it makes it very hard to confidently hold firm on those numbers. So here are lots of ideas on how you can up your rates and confidently charge more as a copywriter. And the first one is level up your skills. Get better at what you do. Maybe that involves taking a course or a program. Maybe that involves getting more experience, but practice, learn, be intentional, get better. The next one is to level up your service delivery, because the way you deliver the copy from the moment you get an inquiry through to the very end of the project is what will allow you to charge a higher price. How you make clients feel, how you lead them through the project flow, how you deliver the work will determine how they feel about your service. And that has a flow-on effect on the review they leave, the referrals they give you, but also how much they are willing to pay. So upping your service delivery experience is a great way to price yourself in to a new premium bracket. So the next one I've got is to niche down. This is how you become a specialist. Maybe it's niching in an industry or niching for a project type, or it could be niching on a category or a writing style. So you become a SaaS or health and wellness copywriter. You become a sales or email copywriter. You become maybe a launch or a funnel copywriter. Maybe you become a copywriter that writes with tons of personality. Lots of different ways to niche, but when you niche, you become a specialist. And when you're a specialist, you can charge more. The next way you can charge more as a copywriter is to demonstrate proof. And you can do this in two ways. Firstly, you demonstrate results. You have stats, click rates, open rates, sales made, conversion percentages. You have it before and you have it after. That is a supreme way to charge more as a copywriter, because you can demonstrate proof of the results that your clients can expect. Not that you guarantee them, but you can show proof that this is what you've made possible for other clients. The other type of proof that you can offer to charge more as a copywriter are things like reviews, testimonials, case studies in text, in video, in audio about how clients felt, what they loved about the copy, words they used to describe the experience, what they loved most. All those kind of things demonstrate the proof of how you deliver your service and whether you're worth the number that you're charging. Now, what you can also do is create packages. Packages are a fantastic idea for copywriters because they not only cut down a butt ton of admin, because you don't have to come up with an a la carte pricing menu each time you're doing a quote. You have these prices for these deliverables, but they also help you upsell clients into higher price ranges because they might come with you asking for one thing and you have packages that solve what they've asked for, packages that solve what they've asked for plus the future problems that they have, packages that will solve everything. And that, when you show them the different ways that they could use your services to prevent future issues, that is how you can upsell them into higher price points. You can also ask clients, especially high-paying clients, for referrals. Collecting testimonials and asking for a referral should be a standard part of the end of every project, just another box that you check off and part of your offboarding experience. And so what you do is you ask your favorite clients, the clients you want more of, the ones that aren't haggling you and trying to lowball you, if they know any other businesses just like them who need copywriting like the one, like the style, like the projects, like the work you've just delivered. So ask for referrals from your best and favorite clients. I've got two more ideas for you. Still with me? The second to last one is getting better at having conversations about pricing, getting better at combating pricing objections from clients. Because just because a client doesn't accept your quote without a single question or quibble does not make them a jerk or a bad person or a bad client. They're just asking about the price. And the better you get at having those conversations without crumbling into discounts or sweaty masses of ick, the better you will have conversion into yeses. The more you help your clients turn into yeses, even if they have pricing objections, the more you will be able to charge more, because those will be smooth and easy conversations, but you got to start somewhere, you got to practice. And so you can do things like ask what their budget is if they have a specific idea. And I've done a Facebook Live giving you tips on combating requests for discounts, reduce the scope, phase the scope, do a payment plan. But these are lots of great options to help your client say yes, even if the price isn't exactly what they had in mind. But the better you get at those conversations, the less of a problem they are and the more you can charge. Now, one more. I've got one more. How can you charge more as a copywriter? Make sure you are not lowballing yourself. Now, I know this might be easier said than done. What I'm talking about is making sure that you know all the tasks you do in a copywriting project and they are included in your scope of work, in that you know exactly how long you will allow for the brief, for research, for writing, for revisions, for meeting time, for proofreading, for anything else you are doing. Maybe it's SEO work, maybe it's VOC, voice of customer work. All the bits of the project, you need to know how long you have allowed for them in the project, and they need to be accounted for. You also need to understand what your hourly rate is according to your revenue goals, your experience, and you can't just pluck numbers out of the air. That's when the house of cards starts to crumble. So the easiest way to charge more as a copywriter is make sure your hourly rate reflects your experience and is in line with your revenue goals. Make sure all the things you do in a project are in line and accounted for, and make sure you have a quoting system so that when you are putting numbers together, it's not random. You're not plucking numbers out of the air. You have a system and you have an approach, because that is how you get more confident at pricing your quotes. And that is how you begin to start charging more, because you know that you're not only worth it because you're doing all the other things in this list, especially the demonstration of proof, but that you haven't been random about these numbers. It's come from a systemic approach. Now, if you don't have a system when it comes to pricing, I have a quoting workshop, Copy Quotes Made Easy, where I share the system I teach in Confident Copywriting. You get a spreadsheet where you put in the variables, it plops out a number. It shows you how to come up with those variables. It tells you about your billable versus non-billable time. I'll drop a link to that in the comments, but if you already feel confident about your pricing, have a look at the other things that I mentioned and let me know what you will start doing in order to charge more. I can't remember what the list is. Let's do a quick fire roundup. Level up your skills, learn, get experience, be intentional about improving the way you write copy. Level up your service delivery experience. That is honestly a fantastic way to charge more because clients feel awesome about the whole thing. You can niche down lots of different ways, but you become a specialist. That is how you can charge more. You can demonstrate proof of results. You can demonstrate proof of the experience. I'm talking about hard numbers, and I'm talking about testimonials and reviews. You can create packages that make it easier, low admin to sell your services, but also to upsell your services. You can ask high-paying clients for referrals. You can practice combating pricing objections, get a lot better at this, and you can systemize your quoting process. So they are lots of different ways that you can get a lot better at pricing, a lot better at having conversations, and a lot better at offering proof. And it all adds up to being able to charge more as a copywriter. So I want to know which of these you're going to start implementing today. Drop it in the comments.